Maybe you've hit perimenopause or menopause and suddenly the clothes that you used to wear, that you used to just throw on and know you looked and felt fabulous in, just don't work anymore. Now what? Many times I find as women, we go to one of two extremes. We either decide that we need to go big, baggy, black, and long to try and cover everything up because we just don't want it seen. Or we go to trying to squeeze into the clothes that we used to wear, maybe putting on shapewear, maybe even trying up a size or two, and still the clothes just don't feel the same. Neither do they work for us. So what is the alternative? In this video, I'm going to share my tried and tested methods for teaching women how to dress for their body shape. Your body is as unique as you are. However, there are some basic principles that I have found have worked for the hundreds of women that I've styled over the last 20 years, and I'm going to share them with you. Let's get started. First, we want to start wearing shape. Now, often when I start saying shape, women get like, oh no, I don't want it tight, or oh no, I need to just hide everything underneath a big black sack. Okay, so let's just deal with that. The big black sack is not doing anything for you, girlfriend. I promise you, I have styled so many different women of all different shapes, sizes, ages, body shapes, you name it, mostly women over 40. And I can honestly tell you that regardless, a big black sack isn't doing anything for you. It has not worked for a single client of mine. But often women go to the big black sack because they're worried of the other extreme, which is super tight clothing. Okay, again, isn't going to necessarily work, nor is it going to make you feel comfortable. So what I want you to do is start looking for clothes that give you shape. Shape is very different from tight, and it certainly is not baggy. It's that beautiful in between. Now, shape for different women and different body shapes is going to differ. However, the one thing that is true, that is pretty universally true, is that shape is always better than super baggy and super tight. What do I mean by shape? I'm talking about garments that give you some semblance of a waist shaping. Do you know that your waist is the secret to you looking slimmer? Say what? I know. Now, I know for many of us who are going through perimenopause and menopause, we feel like our waists are disappearing and our bellies are getting bigger and the whole thing just becomes one big blob. I understand, girlfriend. I am 51, I'm perimenopausal, I get it. However, there are ways to shape and almost fake a waist. Let me show you. As an example, this dress is definitely not tight, and it is also not a big black sack, because what it has is it has some shaping to the waist and then it flares out in the hem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video because that's also very important. But for now, let's just focus on the waist. So what I find is that if you are wearing something as a big block, like this black dress is one big rectangle, what that does is just makes this part of you bigger everywhere. However, when you have something that has more shape to it, it doesn't have to be tight. It's not this. This would be tight. This is shape, and it's made out of a good fabric that just glides over your curves and works for you. It can completely transform your look. Now, if you do want to take it a little bit further, you can do this. This is one of my favorite tricks. I call it, well, no, my clients call it the magic belt because it truly does work like magic. So what I find is that when you take a belt high up into your waist, actually higher than your natural waist, what it does is it creates a sense of a waist. What's also really helpful is that these ties are long, so it's one size fits all. It also allows for these ties to go down the body, for the tie to be tied slightly asymmetrically, which is going to take the attention away from the belly. Very importantly though, what it does is it starts to focus here. And this, girlfriend, is your narrowest point. It makes your legs look longer, it makes your whole shape look better, and believe it or not, it actually disguises the tummy because it's focusing attention over here and down the body and away from here. So another way to do it is do it all in one dress. A dress that gives you that kind of belting, like the one that Stella's wearing. Meet Stella, she's my mannequin. She's a very integral part of the team. Anyway, so what is so good about this kind of dress is that it's a one and done thing. It is adaptive because it really can be tied both looser and more fitted if need be, but it's going to give you that beautiful waist definition and it's going to slim you down instantly. Number 2, ditch the boxy shapes and the upside down triangles and opt for a fit and flare. Now, how is this important and how does this work for your body shape? If the triangle is at the bottom, so the widest point is at the bottom, everything above it looks narrow in comparison. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go for these really like nipped into the waist and then skater dresses type of thing. In fact, that's often what women fear. No, it can really just glide over your waist. Again, this is not tight. See, this is not super tight. This would be tight. This is shape. So shape is important, and then the flare at the bottom. Now, of course, it does depend on the fabric. You want it to be thick enough so that it doesn't cling in all the wrong places. It doesn't show too many panty lines, that kind of thing. But it makes a huge difference when you go fit and flare. Notice the difference if I were to pull that like that, and then that would go upside down triangle, making the widest part look like my shoulders, and this then really just looks a lot bigger. However, when I do this, look at the difference. Number 3, balance your proportions. Now, when you are putting outfits together, especially when it comes to tops and skirts, skirts and bottoms, all of that kind of thing, so mix and match kind of things, what you want to make sure of is that you are balancing the proportions. So as a general guideline, if you have width at the bottom, i.e. a wide leg jean, okay, or wide leg pants or something that has volume at the bottom, you want to go more fitted to the top. If you are wearing something a little more voluminous at the top, maybe a jacket that is a little on the oversized and that is the style, then you don't want to necessarily go super skinny at the bottom, but you do want to balance that volume and not wear a big voluminous piece on the top and a voluminous piece on the bottom. Especially if you are petite, it is going to just overwhelm you. But what I find is just go with this basic guideline. If you have volume at the bottom, go more fitted at the top. Volume at the top, go a little more fitted at the bottom. It doesn't have to be in extremes. So as an example, these are great wide leg jeans. I love them. They're flared. So it really works well with that whole principle of what I was talking about with the triangle, where the triangle width is at the bottom and it narrows towards the top. It makes my legs look longer, it de-emphasizes my belly, it makes my waist look more defined, and it makes me look taller and slimmer instantly. Now, if I were to wear a big baggy top over this, then it's not going to have the magical powers. However, a top that's more fitted, preferably even tucked in, if it has a higher waisted effect, that is going to make a big difference to give your tummy some support. But what happens is that it gives me a more balanced look. In fact, the longer my legs look, the happier I am. And in fact, I find that with most women, is that when you elongate your legs, you can actually make your whole appearance look taller and slimmer, even if you're not wearing super high heel shoes. So now what happens if you don't want to tuck your tops in? And you're thinking to yourself like, whoa, Tracy, I definitely don't want to do that because my tummy pooches too much and I don't want it to show. Girlfriend, I hear you and I've got you. Yes, you can untuck your tops, all right? So as an example, this one here, I can easily untuck it, and because of the shape, because it has a nice shape there and then it flares out there, it still gives me balance. Now, if it was super long and baggy, it's not going to do the trick. However, like this, it is absolutely fine. Remember also that when you have that higher waisted and you've got that little bit of extra like sucky anythingy, it really helps a lot. You still though want to have tops that have some shape to them. Otherwise, it's just going to counteract all of the good stuff that you're trying to do with the fabulous wide leg jeans. Now, if you love all of this, but you want to know more, there's a couple of different things that you can do. First of all, you can subscribe to this channel because this is part 2 of the series, Frumpy to Fabulous. And so I will take you on a journey to help you to feel and look so much better, even with your existing wardrobe. Number 2, I have a free downloadable guide for you. All you have to do is go to the link that is inside of the description and in the first pinned comment, and you can download my Frumpy to Fabulous Starter Kit Guide that is going to get you started. You're gonna love it. Number 3, if you just wanna fast track this whole process and you're like, Tracy, I love what I hear, but I have no idea how to implement these things and I don't wanna have to figure it out myself, girlfriend, I do offer one-on-one consultations, so feel free to get that as well. Details are in the description below. But wait, if you missed part 1, you wanna check that out in this video.